That was Trixie's school calling. Apparently she's been using some very creative language today. Well, she called her math homework a cluster duck and her teacher a mother flunker. I can't believe you're teaching my daughter loophole swear words.
In my defense...
Yeah, like technically it doesn't count, right? Alright, what's up everybody? Here we are back for a new episode of Lucifer. We're on Season 3, episode number 5, which is titled Welcome Back Charlotte Richards. Oh shit! I'm just reading this title actually. Okay, Charlotte coming back into the picture actually, but as like a human, I guess, right? Actual Charlotte? Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if she's still going to continue, yeah, sort of being a character that we bump into regularly, or that's somehow going to come into play. I mean, of course she was a lawyer always, right? So I guess it makes sense, and she's going to continue playing that role, and that way we'll automatically be getting in contact with her regardless. But of course it is going to be kind of a do-over. You know, seeing as she doesn't remember anything, and she's basically a different character altogether now, right? Dan, of course, being very confused also about why she's not even like, you know, she doesn't even see him standing anymore, I guess, or whatever, right? So, yeah, other than that, this season, I mean, almost everybody, this is really a season about identity, is what I've noticed so far, right? I mean, everybody's kind of facing an identity crisis. I guess you can say that Maze was the one recently who we found out, you know, she kind of found her identity again, and she was like, oh no, this is where I belong. That was good to see, but then of course Lucifer and Amenadiel, they're really losing it right now. Amenadiel thought Lucifer kind of was his purpose, right? And then Lucifer basically told him that he's so self-loathing and so, you know, like he kind of pities him, I guess, or whatever, right? Or like there's somebody... Lucifer shared the story about a guy that he kept coming back to give him his punishment or whatever, and then when he, you know, didn't do that for a day, he actually, you know, kind of admitted that was the most depressed and sad that the guy had felt, you know, because it was basically abandoned. Which, you know, it's kind of what he compared Amenadiel to right now, I guess, because Amenadiel has made Lucifer suddenly sort of his purpose, right? Like, oh, I need to learn from you, or maybe I need to teach you, or... again, then you've got Lucifer, of course, who's kind of gone back to his old ways. He's become more the Lucifer that we came to know him as sort of early on, I guess, right? In the season, or in the first season, I should say. But even then, he very quickly sort of... Like, Lucifer went through some character development very fast. So this is really only the Lucifer that we've seen at the very start of the show, and kind of, you know, the Lucifer he used to be before that, right? That we're seeing now. So what sucks about that is of course that he's losing, I mean, he's losing Chloe, and he's not even aware of it right now. You know, the lieutenant basically took a bullet for her, literally, and almost, well, essentially already, you know, admitted to taking a liking to her, and I think, you know, it's kind of vice versa right now, so Chloe's definitely considering it. Yeah, that's not going to be good for Lucifer either. Like, this... Everything is kind of, you know, going off the deep end right now, so hopefully it can be fixed, of course, but might still take a while, and I'm sure that, you know, the road to there is going to be difficult, problematic, and, well, yeah, hopefully not too long, but we'll have to simply find out. For now, guys, let's dive into this new episode. Alright guys, before we get started, you can get early access to the next 15 plus episodes over on Patreon. We also have full-length reactions if you'd like to see me react to the episodes in their entirety, private calls and personalized video requests, and you can even sign up for free and watch the next episode already as well. All of that you can check out right now over on my Patreon page, which is linked on top of the description. With that being said, let's dive straight into this new episode. Random security guard eating pudding. He's gonna get murdered.
Orders went up again. Gotta make another batch. If you don't eat it all first, Lalo.
Have fun cooking.
That's what he's called? He's definitely not like his counterpart. At least the counterpart I'm thinking of.
Have fun cooking.
Oh boy. What, okay. Yeah, what are we cooking exactly? Melamine. Yo, dude. Is he full on just making drugs? Fucking Breaking Bad style?
Hello? Somebody there?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not, if he's the one that's gonna get in trouble now. What, is he in there? Did he fall in, or... He got pushed, right? Yep. Yep. Damn. Awful way to go.
I lost Wonder Woman's lasso.
No excuses. You know the rules. Pierce called from the hospital because apparently he never stops working, but we have a new case.
Well, he never stops caring to call you.
Swear jar?
Oh, yes, Trixie's.
You give your child money every time she swears?
No, the other way around.
She pays for every bad word she says.
Ah, well then I'm even more impressed.
Thank you, Lucifer.
Impressed that you extort money from your offspring. I mean, what a ridiculous idea. Bad words.
I mean, usually it feels like it's a better incentive to give somebody a carrot rather than a stick, right? You know what I mean? Like, well, punish them with the stick, I guess. But then again, what do? Like, give her money any day that she doesn't swear?
Here, child. This should buy you plenty of juicy words. You swear away.
I am...
Free pass!
And I happen to think accountability is overrated. I mean, take you almost getting shot at the ranch. First I felt bad I wasn't there to protect you.
Trixie didn't know about that.
You shouldn't have felt bad.
Exactly, because accountability is overrated.
No.
And I am so over him getting in my head. So as of today, I've decided I shall no longer be affected by my father's shenanigans.
Why do I doubt that?
Yeah,
Trixie, money in the jar.
you do keep bringing him up, my guy.
Child, before you do that,
Why, he had a job for Trixie? Something else entirely? Or did he just want the money back? Honestly, I'm not sure. This whole thing goes so fast.
well, he obviously drowned in this vat of semen.
Pudding, Lucifer.
Sure, I've heard it called that too.
Kinda does look like it, doesn't it?
No other wounds, so my money's on death by scalding.
What now?
Sure, our resident pudding fan must be loving this.
I'm a joke, man. Twice as much protein as all the other brands.
So, like, he's got some injury. What is scalding? What does that mean? He's got some injury to the side of his face, right? But, like, that, yeah, the pudding can't have done that.
Maybe I could have prevented this.
Quite a lot of security just for pudding.
It's big
Right.
business, thanks to the secret recipe that Simon created. Can't just let anyone peek behind the curtain.
What, and so he even, like, works on it all by himself? Something seems sus here, doesn't it? Like, was this actually, like, used to make drugs also, or...?
So can you give us the access to your security footage?
That's above my pay grade.
I mean, it can't be a coincidence that we've got a security guard called Lalo, right?
How can I even eat this after what I've seen?
Adrian Yates, the CEO of Pudding Plus, is in the conference room. He brought his security tapes.
Oh, excellent. Who says solving murders can't be easy?
Mr. Yates, thank you for coming.
What was it we saw the security guy looking at in the beginning, though? I already want to go back, because he was, like, checking the camera footage, right? And then he saw something on there. Yeah, no, okay, he just heard, like, warning... Okay, fair enough. It was just giving him warning signals for some reason. Oh, I guess because of the fucking thing that the pudding was in. Like, it detected something off or whatever, right? And that's probably why. And so then he went to check. Okay, fair enough, because otherwise I would have suspected him, obviously.
Did you bring the tapes?
Sorry, but no.
What?
Ooh.
Why not?
Because I told him not to.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
CA's attorney, and the LAPD isn't laying a finger.
Well, that does kind of seem like he's covering for himself, isn't he? Lucifer, that's not your mom anymore. Think for a second.
Devil's in the details.
Devil's in the details. Well, we're getting to see a day in the life of Charlotte now? Regular Charlotte? Where'd she so suddenly get the sweetest apartment? I thought she lived at a house with the family and everything.
You are not crazy. No one knows you can't remember the last few months. You will pretend that you do. Own it.
Yeah, it's still the mark of where the light came out or whatever, right?
Just didn't expect to see you so soon.
Why are you here?
I am here to inform you that a stunt like that won't stand, nor will your request for any security footage.
We just wanted a friendly conversation, but this makes it seem like you're hiding something.
Isn't Mr. Yates interested in finding out who might have done this? Who literally came into his factory and killed one of his, people he worked with?
It's awfully curious timing you back in my life with everything that's happening. This is about me, isn't it?
No.
If this was a social visit, you would most certainly know. And what we're hiding is Pudding Plus's proprietary recipe.
Yeah, I get that Lucifer is just like assessing the risks here, right? Like weighing the possibilities, I guess. But I mean, judging by how she was talking to herself just now, this is definitely human Charlotte.
The killer's not visible from any of the angles.
Okay, so see that there. That's a clue. That means the killer knew how to avoid the cameras.
Yeah, thank you.
You can stop right there, Mr. Yates. Not a word. We're done here.
But
Then again, now I'm thinking, but Charlotte might have just as well been telling those things to herself to be like, oh, that's how I gotta act to. That's how I gotta act to. Like, what if it is actually her? Yeah, I'm not even sure anymore.
Oh, hey, let's go somewhere that's not here, like
There.
over there. I hear over there's really nice.
Yeah, let's not. No, Dan, don't make contact. Let it go.
Hello.
Oh, this poor guy.
Did you see that?
What? She had a reaction though. What?
what worries me is why is she here? What's her angle?
Dude, I cannot deal with your weirdness right now.
I mean, it could just be convenient, but dude, like, she wouldn't have any sort of reaction, right? Because she wouldn't even remember him, really.
Rival pudding company. Heavenly Pudding.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, they're shooting their ad campaign here on stage 69. Should be just past the creepy flasher.
Wait, we're saying it's a competitor with access? Yeah, that's sus.
Her return has to be another one of his grenades.
But I thought you were done being affected by your father's shenanigans over him getting in your head.
You're right. I'm not thinking about Dad, not thinking about Charlotte. It's not working. Why is it not working?
Maybe you need a distraction. Something else.
I think we found one.
Detective, you have never been more right.
What a great suggestion. Oh boy. Angel wings. Oh my god, what the hell is this?
I approve.
Wow.
Yes, Dad has something to do with this as well.
We've made it to heaven prematurely. This is for a pudding commercial. Are you shitting me? Little taste of heaven, huh?
And I want more pudding in what's her name, Blondie's mouth. I don't care if she can't breathe. Go now.
Excuse me, Grace Foley.
Oh, why are your clothes still on?
Go join in, Chloe.
Even if I did kill him, you really think I'm dumb enough to admit it? Especially without my lawyer present. Let's get her down here, shall we?
Why would you even speculate about that, though?
Maybe you should find out what she desires more.
Oh.
Just, yes.
Okay, then why don't you just ask?
Wow, Chloe's full of great ideas today.
You don't want to call your lawyer, do you? What's your greatest desire?
Stop shooting this exploitative garbage.
Oh, shit.
Garbage? What are you talking about?
She seemed so into it, actually. Like, you know, she really was at the helm of this thing. For her own enjoyment, I guess, or her own reasons.
We're selling sex, which has absolutely nothing to do with pudding, to distract people from the fact that my pudding tastes like crap.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but it's probably the most effective way of marketing regardless.
I didn't need to steal their recipe. Simon offered to sell it to me 3 days ago. Before I could agree to his terms, he was murdered, and not by me.
Well, so that means you're probably not the only one that he suggested to sell it to, so people knew that he was selling.
More than anyone, I needed Simon alive.
So, does that not actually bring us to the company owner, like back to him? You know what I mean? Like, he'd probably be, like, worried, right?
If Simon was selling the secret recipe, then this may not be about corporate sabotage as much as corporate espionage. If Adrian found out, he'd want to stop Simon and...
Thank you.
Seriously, that name, isn't it? So, have you been an angel?
Oh no. What? We got another private investigator on the scene? Who's this?
Really, can I?
Can I? No, what was she suggesting?
I don't believe it. He's doing it again, isn't he?
Who?
Dad! It's in my head. Ruining this moment that you and I could be having.
Is he trailing Lucifer specifically?
Sometimes big corporations, they have fixers on their payroll to prevent corporate espionage.
I'm not saying anything more without my lawyer.
Well, if he works for Yates, that means his lawyer's Charlotte Richards, right?
Yeah, we're just looping back around. I kind of expected a guy to be more intimidating.
You said there was someone to see me.
No.
Oh. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah. She's trying very hard to be neutral and stuff, right? But clearly, like, I don't know what's going on, dude. I can only explain it right now as like, wait, this is actually Mom back.
You seduced me. You tell me I'm your favorite human, whatever that means.
I'm sorry, Detective Espinosa. Dan, doesn't make any sense.
I hate that it can be explained both ways, you know what I mean? Either she just feels very guilty and she knows something happened, but she has no idea what the fuck it was, and like, you know, why she performed any of these actions. Or it's actually her, right?
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let Lucifer deal with you because he's the only one who ever really, I guess, understood what you were up to anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucifer and I were close?
Oh, in ways that I'll never understand.
What's that telling you, though? If you were, if you were Mom, then you wouldn't be asking that question, though. You would already know. Like, I don't, unless it's fucking Mom, who simultaneously like doesn't even have the memory. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. I guess there's a third option.
That was Trixie's school calling. Apparently she's been using some very creative language today. Well, she called her math homework a cluster duck and her teacher a mother flunker. I can't believe you're teaching my daughter loophole swear words.
In my defense...
Yeah, like technically it doesn't count, right?
It's Charlotte time! You're not Charlotte.
Charlotte is busy at the moment, so Richards and Wheeler sent me.
Mother flunker.
Well, busy dealing with what, though? Is it just because of Dan just now? Does she no longer want to deal with Lucifer? Oh, shit. Never mind.
Hello?
She is literally right here. That's her, though, I think.
What are you doing here? I knew it. You are back for a reason, aren't you? But come on, tell me. Why are you here?
What the fuck? Oh. Wait. Really? That's what it was? She actually, like, took a liking to him instantly? And so that's why she... Oh, my... And she has no fucking idea then, like... why she actually was that close with Lucifer in the past couple of months. It wasn't like this.
Don't pretend you didn't like that.
Well, I most certainly did not.
Lucifer, I know we were close.
Not that close.
This is gonna get really weird now.
I don't understand. You couldn't keep your eyes off me at the precinct. Your desperate messages needing.
Yeah. She just interpreted those as signs. Oh, fuck.
First time since I woke up on that beach, and then finally, something that makes sense. Of course, I'm sleeping with Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome.
Now I feel bad for her.
I can assure you that you and I have not, or will not, ever sleep together.
It sucks, right? Because you can't explain it to a reader.
Well, if not lovers, then what were we?
Family.
I can't.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Can't take this anymore.
You can't just be family for a certain period of time when it comes to normal human rules.
I'm missing time. Months. It's like someone else was living my life. My work.
Yeah.
My relationships. My family.
I
have no idea.
That's probably why she was alone in that apartment too, right? Like the whole relationship got screwed up.
Why my husband got custody of the kids. Or why I've been denied visitation rights.
Well, it's good to get this confirmed, dude, because now, like I said, now I can just feel bad for her.
You're just an innocent, aren't you? Caught up in a game not of your own.
My missing time. It feels like I was trapped in some horrible nightmare.
Oh, shit. Where did you go?
It was almost like I was in
hell.
Was she actually there? Like, was her human soul actually there during that time? That's the thing, right? But she did actually die, of course, and that's why Mom took Charlotte over. Yeah, it gets difficult now calling her Charlotte.
Do you realize who you're talking to?
Lucifer. Yeah, if you believe me, then you're just as crazy as I am.
Or perhaps you knew exactly where you were.
Yo, Lucifer might actually just kind of like confide in her, you know what I mean? He might actually, like, she might actually be the human out of all of them that becomes most aware. Well, I guess Linda already is, but...
How do I make sure I never go back?
Well, this is your second chance, correct? So perhaps avoid doing devious and dastardly things from now on. I mean, it's boring, I know.
Maybe hang around with a Manadil instead.
Does knowingly impeding a homicide investigation count?
Already screwed up.
She acts like I barely exist, so what do? I go to her office to get rejected.
And eating your emotions? I thought you were giving that stuff up.
Just quit cold turkey, Ella.
Hey, it could always be worse. You can end up like our Vic here. Guess what his autopsy?
Never heard about quitting pudding cold turkey, but okay.
I mean, even if he hadn't been puddinged alive, he would have died within days from urinary sepsis.
2 horrible ways of dying hitting the same person around the same time.
Yeah, what are all these weird fucking conditions you're bringing up?
Guess we'll just leave it to a jury.
There is no other side. I guess Grace forgot to mention, as of a month ago, Pudding Plus and Heavenly Pudding decided to merge.
Okay. It was already gonna happen.
So whatever threat Fisher posed by selling his recipe to the other side, gone.
Then why were you following me?
I didn't know where your investigation was going. Do you know how much money is in pudding?
Detective.
I guess that's an argument.
It's recently come to my attention that I need to make a change. If I can prove my client is innocent and help you find your killer, clean conscience, here I come.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure which direction we should be looking at anymore. Don't tell me he couldn't have fallen himself, though. He literally heard somebody approaching too. Yeah, okay, there it is. Well, that's a struggle. Yeah, and that's a push. Clearly.
Yeah, but everyone with access had alibis.
Oh, you're not suggesting a murderer actually lied about where they were, Daniel?
We double-checked them, okay? They're all pretty ironclad.
What? Okay, Ella's realizing it, apparently.
What the hell, Ella?
You're welcome. I just saved your life.
Why so?
Melamine and cyanuric acid. They create a hard-to-detect toxin that over time can cause, drumroll please, renal failure.
Oh! Technically, he fucking poisoned himself, I guess, then, huh? So he planned to intoxicate the fucking pudding?
Is poison.
Yo, has Dad not been eating this stuff all day, literally?
If you have hundreds of millions of dollars and you get sued for a couple of million, you still have hundreds of millions of dollars.
But people die.
Yeah, well, it's the same calculation the car manufacturers make when they find out they have faulty airbags.
So what are we saying? It was actually Simon that was trying to get somebody killed? Like, actually? And he accepted that some other people would die in the process also? I mean, somebody he knew always ate this stuff? Maybe the fucking security guard. Remember, he was like addicted to that stuff.
But Simon didn't know the two companies were merging. Soon they won't be in competition. Adrian, Grace, and the Fixer. 3 potential killers.
And as the merged companies council, you represent all of them.
Dude, I am not... Man, this is going too fast, dude. My brain is not able to catch up with all these details.
Maybe when he found out what he created, he was just trying to stop it.
And who better to expose Pudding Plus's dirty secret than their biggest competitor?
But Simon didn't know the two companies were merging.
This is so... Yo, this is so much to take in.
And try to sell the formula to Grace if it was killing him.
Unless he didn't. Maybe when he found out what he created, he was just trying to stop it.
Maybe when he found out what he created, he was trying to stop it. Okay, so what? The ingredients he was putting in was to prevent it from poisoning people.
Suddenly everyone has motive to keep Simon quiet.
Adrian, Grace, and the Fixer. 3 potential killers.
And as the merged companies council, you represent all of them.
I'm still not sure what that means that they had to make poisonous pudding.
This isn't a good time.
I know how you've been treating Dan. Okay, now I want you to know that I got his back.
Okay.
All I see now is darkness.
Got my eyes on you. Maybe Charlotte should actually give Dan a chance. That could be a redemption.
You think Charlotte will be all right?
Why wouldn't she be? That woman's like a rock. Like a very mean, scary, hot, well-dressed rock.
That's how she behaves in public.
You really think I killed Simon?
Lala, we know you stood to gain hundreds of thousands of dollars in vested stock options once those 2 pudding companies merged.
That's a lot of money. For you.
Oh, did not expect the security guard to actually have all that.
He said a lot of things that night.
What night?
About a month ago. He started going off about how Mr. Yates wasn't listening to him. He said something about how it was his own fault.
He wanted to, like, change the formula, I guess, right? And, yeah, prevent the disaster he was causing.
I had no idea what he was talking about.
And you didn't think to tell us this sooner? Like when he showed up dead?
Bunch of drunken nonsense?
He never actually, like, took it seriously.
What?
What if this was Simon's Hail Mary? A way to expose the truth that he felt so guilty about.
Well, so you think the man actually killed himself to lead us to the toxin?
Really? That's actually... Holy shit. Well, it worked now, that's for sure.
And the scuff marks on the platform. He must have faked a struggle to make it look like a homicide.
To keep us investigating the companies.
Yeah. He put it on camera like that on purpose, dude. Well, or off camera, I guess I should say, right? But like made it seem like he got pushed.
This meeting is about other business. Personal business.
What the hell does that mean?
No one's leaving here until I figure out which one of you murdered Simon.
Oh my god, she's destined to find that person now, when there apparently is nobody to find.
Though there might be a slight chance that I'm having a nervous breakdown as we speak.
Yeah, I can tell she's losing it.
Apparently nobody bothered to tell me that all the blood that they shed is on my hands too.
Yeah, I'm not sure that threatening them with a gun redeems you any further, though.
That Simon was about to blow the whistle on your little secret. So one of you must have done it.
Why are we still sitting here? I'm done listening to this crazy bitch.
Yo.
Why don't you make me?
Yo. Oh, shit. I was gonna say, why do you take that risk?
That can't be good.
Okay.
None of these scoundrels killed Simon. He killed himself. A dying man's plan to expose the company and its crimes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Charlotte.
Yeah, now we got witnesses to her coming in there with a gun, though. I don't think that's going to be furthering her reputation any further.
No. No, they're not.
Yeah, no, she needs to find a perpetrator now, you know, to make it count for something.
Innocent people are gonna die because of them.
Yeah, that's true.
I've lived my life finding loopholes, ways of evading responsibility from my clients. Turns out there are no loopholes.
Yeah, being a lawyer, I would guess, can play on your conscience a little.
Charlotte, this is not the way to do it.
I can't go back there. Can't.
She definitely came back, like, she came back for Lucifer at the perfect time. Because Lucifer's kind of finding his moral compass back in the process.
I was lurking in the shadows. They said quite a few incriminating things. Is that enough for a proper perp walk of shame?
Ooh.
Yep, plenty.
Yeah, you still ain't walking out of it so easily, I guess.
I'm just surprised you let me into the factory first.
Oh, I figured it was your turn to get shot at.
Ah.
There's more to her than I thought. The things she said.
Sounded loony.
Oh, sounded like somebody wrestling with their demons.
Perfect way to describe that.
I couldn't help but overhear what you said back there. Sounds like you're going through a lot. I'm sorry you're struggling.
I am going through a lot, but that's no excuse for how I've treated you.
There we go, there we go.
I appreciate that.
Maybe we could meet for coffee.
There we go, there we go. I truly feel like this is for the better, for the both of them, man.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, Daniel. Charlotte, you ready for that ride home?
I mean, you know, Daniel the softy is just what she's going to need, because at least there's one person sort of, you know, providing that listening ear, I guess, and, you know, wanting to help her work through it.
Monkey, I want to talk to you about what happened today at school. Did you tell Miss Morgan to go to Shell?
Go to Shell.
Lucifer was right. The swear jar, it's a dumb idea. The real reason that we shouldn't swear is that bad words make people feel bad.
There you go. Oh, exactly. She'll listen to that.
I can't force you to do the right thing. You'll just have to learn that on your own. No more swear jar, okay?
So, does that mean I get my money back?
Well, yeah, that's not exactly how it works either.
Apparently, while I was away, I bought 30 cases of Merlot.
Yes, sorry about that.
Why would you be sorry? You're not responsible for my lost time.
No.
Damn, I guess she already needed it back then, huh?
Yeah, and I can't help but feel somewhat accountable.
Is that why you're here?
Well, this strange, inexplicable compulsion to make sure you're okay. Very possibly. Dad be damned.
Going back to good Lucifer.
What was I like?
Well, you were quite the handful, actually. Intense, jealous, hair-trigger emotions, prone to making cosmically epic mistakes.
Yeah, a little unpredictable, that's for sure. Thankfully, you're not like that anymore, I think.
But everything that you did, I know that it came from a place of love.
Yeah, in that case.
I will miss her more than she'll ever know.
Yeah, that kind of love. I was gonna say, don't give her second thoughts, though.
But that isn't you, is it?
No.
No. I look forward to getting to know the real you.
And I you.
Welcome back, Charlotte Richards.
I mean, she must be... Yeah, she must be scared shitless, right? Because she just figures she had some kind of weird schizophrenic episode. That other side can always still come back, you would figure, right? So Again, I feel bad for her, dude. Alright guys, I'll see you all in the next episode. Alright guys, if you want to watch the next episode, you can sign up as a free member on Patreon and check it out right now. That's going to be linked on top of the description. If you'd like to binge ahead, the next 15 plus episodes are available on the other tiers as well, so I'll see you there.